Hey everybody, it is Wednesday again, and I hope you're having a good week. Hope you're making it through safe and sound. Want to share a little thought with you. I am Michael Hatfield. I'm the pastor of the Piedmont Park, Seventh-day Adventist Church, and was going through the Bible this week, and I came across something that I thought, man, it's an old story, but some things never change. It's a story from 1 Samuel. It's right when Saul is proclaimed the first king of Israel, which of course wasn't God's plan, but the people were wanting it, they were demanding it. So God tells Samuel, here, we're going to make Saul king for the people. And so Samuel does. But then the people aren't that excited about it. At least some of them aren't. At the end of 1 Samuel chapter 10, it says, but some of the rebels said, how can this man save us? So they despised him and brought him no presents, but he held his peace. So Saul doesn't really fight for it. It wasn't like he was looking to become king. But after God uses Samuel to declare, okay, you wanted a king, this is the one, there are people like, I'm not so sure about this. And then in the very next chapter, it talks about how some Ammonites come and they're going to destroy a city. They're going to defeat them. And the people are like, no, don't do that. We'll make a covenant with you. And then the Ammonites are like, fine, you can be our servants, but we're going to take out your eye, your right eye, for every man. And so like, oh, let us think about it. And so they contact, they ask for help. And so Saul masses this mighty army and comes and saves those people, defeats the rebel, the other nation, the Ammonites. And then everybody's like, yeah, Saul's awesome. Where were those jerks who didn't believe in him? Let's kill them. And Samuel and Saul are like, no, we're not gonna kill anybody today. This is God's victory. So what do I take out of this, brutal scenes of fighting and death? What I took out of it was that God said, okay, you want this? I'll give you a king. Here's the man. And the humans weren't sure. They were like, I don't know about this. I don't know what God's thinking. I don't know what he's doing. Is that really the guy? And it wasn't until they see evidence of Saul being able to lead the people as a king, and they see this great defeat of other nation, that they're like, oh, okay, yeah, we can get behind him. They didn't want to believe what God was doing by faith. They had to see it. And though this is an old story from the Bible, I think that is still true today. How many of us can trust God just by what he says, or do we have to see it first? That's what I wrestle with. It is seeing, believing in the Bible. And of course, the Bible says no. And in our lives today, many people are like, if I can't see it, I'm not going to trust it. I'm not going to believe it. Well, that's tough when it comes to your faith in God, because God doesn't just appear to everybody. Yes, sometimes he appears as a burning bush. Sometimes there are visions. But typically, whenever God's doing that, whenever a person is seeing that, their world is about to turn upside down. So sometimes be careful what you ask for if you're wanting to see God literally in your life. Instead, be looking with eyes of faith for what God is doing. And can we trust God even if we can't see everything right now? And that's what I'm thinking about this week. I wanted to encourage you as well. Hope you have a safe week. It's finally warm here in Lincoln, and I am enjoying some warmer temperatures. Hope that you're safe wherever you're at, and hope you're taking care of each other. Hope you'll join us this coming weekend as well. We're going to be having our worship service at 11 o'clock and our Bible study at 9:30 here at Piedmont Park, both in person and online. And we're continuing a sermon series. It's kind of a series within a series. We're going through all the Seventh-day Adventist beliefs, the fundamental 28 beliefs that we have from the Bible. And this is a series inside of it, because last week I talked about the Father, and this week we're going to be talking about the Son. So I hope you'll join us. Take care, everyone, and let's take care of everyone.